Good afternoon, YouTube. So we got the bike parked down there, but anyway, I'm going to head back down the ridge and down that big grassy meadow and check out that rock outcrop down there. I want to take another look at that since I have a little more time today. But one thing I didn't mention last week is you can see there's the canyon trail. That's the San Andrea Fault right there. That's what shows up on the USGS fault map as the most recent surface trace. So this whole thing right here, all the way down to the creek, is another tectonic block. And it goes all the way down to where that old road started and probably even farther downstream. And then it goes all the way up here, quite a ways up the canyon. What they call the quaternary trace of the fault is down where the creek is flowing. This chunk of land here from the creek way down there, all the way up here, is a large block that's basically broken free from the North American plate over here. And I'll show you a picture on the hillshade map. You can see up here, Gold Mine Creek comes down right about here, and then there's a big jog, and then it goes down the block. The creek actually flows what would be upstream, and then goes down its original course. And you have the same thing down here. The gully that washed out the original canyon road, that comes down the hill, and then it comes this way upstream and then goes down to the creek. So you can see how the fault has moved this whole block here this way, and all the creeks have a jog in the middle. And it happens right down here. Yeah, so you can see right down here, it's kind of muddy. This is basically a sag pond right here. On wet winters, this whole depression here fills with water. And that's why they have this bypass around the outside, so that when that's flooded and muddy, you can go up here. I didn't get up here this winter, but I bet this whole thing was probably, 100 feet long of deep muddy water. It'll go from about here all the way over to there full of water. It's just there's no permanent water source here. Like I said, Gold Mine Creek comes down over here, and then it flows that way, which is upstream, and then goes down to Stevens Creek. Because if it came down and flowed this way, this would be a permanent sag pond right here. This is the San Andreas Fault. That's the North American plate. And then this is a tectonic block that's broken off and slid down the slope. And then this area here in the middle sinks because this block is going down, and then it's also moving this way with every earthquake. And then there's just sort of this depression in the middle. And right there, if there was a source of water, that would be a permanent sag pond. And there are a couple of permanent sag ponds farther up the canyon because they've got permanent water source. But anyway, let's head down the bridge here, see if we can get down to those rocks and check them out.